The Presidential Summit of Education in Nigeria introduced a revised 9-year basic education curriculum. The new curriculum will see the introduction of some new subjects into the school system and also reduce the number of subjects for students from primary 1 to junior secondary school from 20 to 10. This review is meant to strengthen the education sector. While the Senate was represented at the launch of the revised basic education curriculum in Abuja, and the Senate's Committee on Education promised that the National Assembly would endorse policies to strengthen the education sector. Every day, pupils at the basic education level attend classes loaded with about 20 subjects, some of them obsolete for examinations. The school children and their parents over time developed less interest in the bulk of activities. But the Presidential Summit on the State of Education in Nigeria broke the status quo with the introduction of a revised education curriculum from 20 subjects to 10.
One also know this is the root cause of this hydra-headed problem. A part of it is the instability of the political leadership of the ministry that have going on for decades. The change may be for good, sometimes may not have development of policies. And two, maybe the lack of an overarching policy, education policy. Or if there is one, lack of consistent implementation of that policy, because the captives continue to change from year to year. And of course, the third is inadequate funding, the first one. And the fourth is corruption in the system. That's a Nigerian disease. There are many more things behind this. But no matter how many whatever way you try to classify and see these problems, you still find that you have to go back to the roots, to the foundation. That until you tackle the issue of the foundation, you cannot get a solution that promises long-term answer to that problem.
With the support of the Nigerian Educational Research and Development Council, NERDC, students can now improve their reading culture.
The implementation of the revised basic education curriculum has been approved by the National Council on Education to commence in September 2014, beginning from primary 1 and junior secondary school 1, and gradually phasing out the old basic education curriculum. We advise strongly, and I'm happy that the chairman of CBEB are here and the other stakeholders, that this implementation strategy be strictly adhered to. That is, systematically in primary 1 and junior secondary school 1, and gradually phasing out the old basic education curriculum. This, of course, is to avoid irregular implementation of the document. Since the curriculum represents the total experiences to which all learners must be exposed, the contents, performance objectives, activities for both teachers and learners, teaching and learning resources and evaluation guides are prescribed as components in the overall logical frame. The prescription in general represents the minimum content to be taught in schools in order to achieve the objectives of the 9-year basic education program.
There are some challenges to be overcome, especially in the areas of book and reading materials that will align with the new curriculum and the training of teachers in the implementation of the curriculum. I want to assure you that the federal government is determined to surmount these challenges in due course. Already, efforts are being made through the NERDC and the Office of the MDGs to partner with publishers for book review, the training of teachers, as well as the sensitization of all relevant stakeholders on the curriculum and how to ensure its effective implementation from September 2014.
Educationists have embraced the revised school curriculum, which is essential to aid development.
and appealed to the government to increase allocation to education in the annual budget in order to rescue the sector.